Hey, Tyler with Paradigm Pools. So let's talk about automatic pool covers and more importantly, the pros and cons and the differences between going with a manual pool cover, whether that be a mesh or a solid cover or an automatic pool cover. So the biggest factor here is purely cost, because if you're looking at a manual pool cover, you're going to be able to get that usually between $3,000 and $5,000 approximately, depending on your location. On the other hand, an automatic pool cover, you're going to see prices between $12,000 and $20,000, with the average being around $15,000 to $17,000, depending on where you're located. So why the big price gap? Number one is the usability. When people opt to get the regular standard pool cover instead of an automatic, it's generally because you're thinking, well, why would I pay that much extra money when I can just put the cover on myself? And this is valid to an extent, but we need to clarify what is reasonable to expect when going with that manual pool cover and saving that extra money. So a manual pool cover does not get installed in a couple minutes. It takes a considerable amount of time to put a manual pool cover on. It's a two-person job, and I see it's taken between 15 and 45 minutes, probably averaging around 30 minutes to be able to get that pool cover completely on. So if you're thinking you're going to go with the manual pool cover, and you're going to put it on every time you leave the house, every time you go to the grocery store, it's probably a little bit aggressive. It's more like a, hey, we're going to leave town for 2 weeks, we're going on vacation, okay, we're going to take the time to put the manual pool cover on. But if you're looking for that safety feature of having it on every time you leave the house, even just to run to town, that's where we would urge you to go with the automatic pool cover, because with the flip of a switch in about 30 to 45 seconds, your whole pool is going to be covered and very, very safe. Now this sounds like a pretty good trade-off when you think of being able to close it that fast. So that brings up the point of what is the drawback? And we've already covered the number one drawback. It's cost. You're going to be investing a lot more money in an automatic pool cover, but there is a second drawback that we need to talk about. And that is how strong the cover is. And you're probably asking, why would that be a drawback? And I'll explain. It's a drawback because you have to be sure you have an automatic pump to pump water, such as rainwater and anything that's getting on top of the cover, off and into the yard or out of the pool area. The reason why is because this cover is so strong. If you don't do this, if you were to leave town for a month and let the rain pile up, the cover would not break. What would happen is it would get so heavy that once the water on top of the cover outweighed the water that's under the cover, it could pull your concrete and your coping and everything around the pool into the pool rather than break the cover, because the cover is so strong, it's actually going to break the items around it before it breaks itself most of the time. So this is another thing to think about when having an automatic pool cover and it's closed, that you have to be sure that that pump is in place at all times. So to sum up, if you're looking for the ultimate safety feature, we do highly recommend the automatic pool cover. You are going to have to be sure that the automatic pump is on top of it, and you are going to have to invest a considerable higher amount of money. But at the end of the day, it's our favorite feature for a reason, because its safety is unparalleled and its amazing feature of keeping the pool clean and giving you peace of mind when you're at home and away from home. If you want to learn more about pool covers, give us a call or put your information on our website. We'd be happy to have a conversation, answer any of your questions, and brainstorm with you on your next pool project.